Welcome to day vlog 16. We have got to run a few more errands today. It is Sunday morning. I need to pop to Iceland, normally have it delivered, which I will do if I can get a slot for next week before Christmas. So that would just leave fresh produce, and I need to get a sack of potatoes possibly next Friday. That's on my list. But today I'm hoping to take you along to TK Maxx and Home Bargains. It all depends on how busy it is. Right, we're back from shopping, and I did go in a few shops. I didn't film in every single shop because, as I keep saying, it is getting busy now. I did a little bit of video, and as you can see, in TK Maxx, and the only item I actually bought was this one, this make, and it is English toffee. And I researched this while I was in the store, and it can go in our lattes, which is what I want for the Tassimo. Never had this make before, and this was £5.99, which normally we pay anything between £10 and £15 for this size for the flavourings for our lattes, although we have got a lot of gingerbread lattes as well, so I haven't brought the gingerbread flavouring this time. I was considering getting the chocolate chip dough cookie mix flavouring, but I just got the one to try out, so that's all I got from TK Maxx. The next shop we went into was Home Bargains, and it was just so busy. It was that busy they had actually all the cashiers working, which she normally find, and this wasn't late. This must have been about, I think, about 10 o'clock, and that's when they opened. So I will try, I've got my receipts here, so some things I can remember off the top of my head. This was £1.99, which is basically, I pay £2 anyway when I'm in Poundland, and as I keep saying, I do prefer the Fairy washing up liquid. I just find it brilliant. I've had cheaper makes and I've tried other makes, and I don't find them as good. So because it's for the home, I tend to go for the larger one. And then, as I said before, we don't actually drink alcohol, and a lot of our family don't, especially if they're driving. So instead of having just ordinary juice, which I do have for children when they come, I do like to see a nice bottle, and this one is grape juice drink red. That's the make, and I just think that is lovely on the table for any occasion over the Christmas season. As I say, I have brought quite a few different ones. Also, we needed a shaving gel. I have bought the Poundland one, but the last few times I've been into Poundland, they've only got the foam, and my family do not like foam. They like the gel, and obviously you pay more. So this is the Jeanette pack, and for the pack of 2, it worked out £2.99, which is brilliant. £1.50 each, which they were, I think they were £1.99 or £1.89 each if you bought them separately. So I need to actually stock up, but I just got the 2 this time. We have a lot of kids come, and I couldn't resist these. These were, I believe, 49p each. I'm sure they were. So I've got Paw Patrol soap, hand soap, and then I've got the pony one. I just think they're nice in my cloakroom for the kids, and of course, as adults use them as well. Stockings, I've already said this, and I like to put tissues in. So I've got this one. This is for a female. Sorry for the light. And it's got like the London bus on and everything, and flowery one. Then this one is for a male, got the sniffles. And last year and the year before, I put these in and they were used straight away, because let's face it, everybody ends up having colds at Christmas, don't they? Now, hubby likes milk chocolate, and I believe these were, without looking at obviously, I think they were 89p. So I thought that was really good for McVitie's, and hubby just likes these. And also they look great in one of those little glass jars that I've got on my side as well. Although the only trouble is, once they're on show, they tend to go really quickly. For a family member, this was 99p, is this Bank of Confectionery chocolate bar. Just a little something. Also, I don't buy a lot of knickknacks. I try and bring things that are useful, but for my 20 plus son, I got this automobile, and it's a 53-piece set with tools, and it's like the retro design of like Meccano, and he is a mechanic. Now, I've said this before, last New Year we did have Lego sets out after dinner, and the adults range, I think the youngest was 25 going up to well into the 70s, so we had a great laugh. But this is just for my son's stocking. I did get the snail set, head to toe nail set, French manicure with the glue. Just reading it again, I'm sorry for the light. It's just a French manicure. I am trying to get better with my lights. I must admit, I have actually got my hubby's main light that he uses when he's working in the shed and everything, so it is really powerful. And to tell you the truth, my skin gets shiny because it is bright. It is literally really bright. But then again, you do get the glare. I bought 2 boxes of the mint matchmakers. They were £1 each. And then I did treat myself. Funny enough, this item here, I actually saw back in June when I was in Cornwall. And it's just a, the little cubby things, and it's in gold. This is for my cubby. And yes, hubby is just at the side rolling his eyes because it's like a TARDIS. My cubby is a TARDIS and is always shocked what I actually get in there. But it does need a good clean, ready for Christmas, and I'm hoping to video that in the week, and I can show you the couple of little Christmas decor pieces I have in there. Iceland, I get the spray cream in. We do have proper double cream, but I like to keep these in. I did get a lot because I just got through the doors of Iceland with my trolley. 12 bottles of the 3 litres to see us over Christmas, because as I say, we're not drinkers and most of my family love Pepsi Max, and it was £3.50 for 2 3-litre bottles, so that's 6 litres for £3.50. So I had 12 bottles of those, 4 cans of the cream, and I also had the mince pies, which, what I'm glad about, as I say, these are all from Iceland, 27th of January. So that is brilliant because it's got a long date on, which is brilliant, because a lot of the mince pies I've seen haven't got a long date on. So I actually got 12 mince pies in a box. So that's 24 mince pies, because I always like to offer mince pie and cream, and of course it's easy. And I've said this before, anything that I can prepare early, can offer them nice gingerbread latte using Tasmo, mince pie, cream, and just use one of those plastic or paper dishes, straight in the bin, no mess. So quite easy if I've got guests, especially if they're just popping in or they just turn up on the spur of the moment. Mince pies, I mean, I haven't found many people that don't like mince pies, I must admit. So we've got the Tasmo coffee. Now this was £4, and I think we may have, I don't know if we got it from Iceland now or whether we actually got it from Home Bargains. I think we got it from Iceland, so I'm sorry about this if I'm mixing about, but that's quite good for the actual lattes, and that is to go along with the English toffee. Make nice lattes, and then maybe squirty cream. I would like to put out there, if anybody can tell me or have seen the very tiny little gingerbread men that you see in Costa and everything. I used to get them from Tesco's. I'm having problems in finding them. The last time I went into Tesco's, I couldn't find them. I asked 2 assistants and they just went blank. But that's where I got them from before. But if anybody knows, please comment below. It's the tiny little gingerbread men, and I want them with my gingerbread lattes, fresh cream, maybe a few sprinkles, gingerbread man, and maybe a candy cane. So if anybody's seen those little gingerbread men and where I can get them from, please let me know. Home bargains, sorry, I've got them all out of the place. Another tray. I did actually haul a tray that we got from another store. This one's actually even bigger. And with the rack, originally, as I said before, we usually use an old baking tray. Then after we've cooked the turkey, if it doesn't clean up very well, we will then dump it, especially if it's a few years old. But my other trays that I've had from last Christmas, well, after Christmas, are not big enough for the turkey. And we don't like well, we used to have the foil ones, but with the weight of the turkey, it is dangerous. It will just collapse unless you actually have another big tray underneath, you know, like a flat tray. But anyway, this one's bigger, so the other one won't go to waste, because then I've got my new trays, and we'll just see how this one cleans up. And the last item we got was from Iceland, is for my son, and this was £4 for the mega box of 100 Jaffa cakes. So, and they will actually be wrapped up. I did get from Iceland, also I got Walker's Meaty 22 packs of crisps. They were £3.50. Large pack of cooked ham. These bits I have put away. The only freezer item I actually bought, because my freezer is absolutely full, was the quarter pounder burgers for hubby. I prefer chicken, but my son and hubby likes the quarter pounders, and they're just one of those staple items I like to keep in my freezer. We had to get 2 of the large bottles of mayo, especially, they probably even go before Christmas Day, I don't know. Who doesn't love turkey, stuffing, cranberry and mayo sandwiches, or in a baguette? Yummy. That's what I like anyway, and so does hubby. Son doesn't like the cranberry. So I got 12 bottles of the Pepsi Max, mince pies. Managed to get 2 loaves of Warburton's bread, which was nice because it was only £1 a loaf. And I got 1 large 10-pack of eggs, and they were £1. Now, it is actually cheaper to buy 2, so you got the 20 eggs, but I don't tend to get through that many eggs in a week unless I'm baking. So that concludes, I believe, all my mixed shopping haul. Sorry it was a bit here, there and everywhere. That is just how I arranged it on the floor. I tried to sort of put it in the stores. So I'm going to get on now and get the rest of this stuff away. Hubby is waiting for his latte. He is there giving me the eye. So we're due for our drinks, and then I'll be getting on. Are we going to have a mince pie, are we? Mince pie and cream.
They're not going to last.
No, we'll probably end up getting some more. Thank you. I just thought I'd put this in. This is the What's on TV programme magazine. Now, I did say I haven't bought magazines in like 3.5 years. This is the only one I get, and I don't really actually count this. This is the TV Guide, and we only have it over the Christmas and New Year. And what I do is, especially at the start, as you probably know, it has all the new shows or like mini series, like this one is going to be programmed in, and this one, and My Family Like Mrs. Brown Boys. I do go through it, and I do use a highlighter pen, mostly to do with the normal, what I call the normal channels, not like what you get through Freeview and everything. That's separate. But what I do is I highlight there. Then this afternoon it's all going to be programmed in. and once it's programmed in, they normally just put a large tick or something through my highlight, so I know that it's been programmed in. Because some movies we've actually seen before, but as I say, it's the new shows or the mini-series that we haven't seen before. And I'm sorry about the flicking, because I know this is going to come over loud, the rustling. I think one of the most busiest times is Boxing Day. As you can see, I've highlighted bits and pieces. This all stems from actually when I worked as a carer also, because I used to work all over Christmas and New Year. So it was just easier to actually put it all on the planner, which is what we do. That way you don't miss anything and you just use it at your own leisure, especially if they've got adverts in. I don't know about you, but my family do not like adverts, and this way at least you can fast forward the adverts. So that's just a little bit, as I say. And also with shift work, other members are working, so it's just easier. And I did comment on another YouTuber that we do have a Virgin box. It was upgraded not so long back when our Digibox went down, and we are very lucky that it does actually record 6 items at one time on the Digibox, which is brilliant. So there's no arguments on viewing. And I'm going to leave it there because I must get on.